Hello guys and welcome back. Today we have a very exciting PvP battle between me, Rusola, and Demolocus in a setting you guys have not seen yet before. This is the Rise of the Samurai setting, before the samurai had risen to power. There are still samurai, they're brand new, and this is what they look like. Yeah, nothing like samurai as you'd imagine them, I'd bet. They're not a melee unit, they're not an archer unit, they're actually a hybrid unit that comes in smaller groups, sees 60 units in it, and they're kind of versatile, but at the same time they can get outnumbered by, say, Naginata warrior monk groups or other types of groups a lot easier. Anyway, this is my army. Let's see, we got Foot Samurai in the back, taking a more ranged role here, backed up by Naginata warrior monks in the front. We have the general and his bodyguard. More Naginata warrior monks, Foot Samurai, just lining the ranks. And let's take a look in the trees here. Naginata warrior monk hero, only 20 people in this unit, only 20. But very versatile melee unit. Up here on the right, we have 2 units of mounted Naginata. Now these guys are basically like Yari Cav, but a little more versatile than Yari Cav, and I have 4 sets of them. Yeah, 4 sets of mounted Naginata. Let's take a look at Dema's side. Now, what's great about this is, going into this battle, Dema said, pretty much, he clarified, he was going to give this his all, and he was bragging about a little ingenious strategy he had. So let's take a look at his army. So right off the bat, Naginata warrior monks that I can see, Foot Samurai, of course, mimicking my army setup quite a bit. General Bodyguard and a Mounted Samurai. Here's the difference between Mounted Samurai and the Mounted Naginata is these guys have some melee capabilities. They have swords. Better in sustained combat than Mounted Naginata, but not as good at charging. And they also have archers. Like they have bows, meaning they can actually harass from a distance, and they can fire while moving. Let's take a look over here. 2 more Mounted Samurai. Foot Samurai, Naginata warrior monks, and yeah, that's our army setup. So let's hit play and get it started. So yeah, Dema came into this battle pretty ballsy. It was me, him, and Dave had set up to get these Rise of the Samurai battles going, and he said he had a strategy that he thought I would not see coming and not know how to react to. Although he still claimed that he would lose this fight, but he claimed that he had a very good strategy. So let's see about it. Let's see how this goes. I went into this knowing that he was bragging a bit, so I decided to do something a little cheesy. This is basically my base setup. Oh, Mounted Samurai hero too. I actually missed this. It's like the Mounted Samurai, but you know, better. This right here is usually my base army setup with a Mounted Samurai, but I decided to do something different with the 4 units of Mounted Naginata. I've already rushed these forward. While they're hidden right now, he knows they're here. He's seen them. So he's shifting his army now to come after these guys. Over here, I'm just kind of lying in wait. I'm waiting for him to advance his army up closer because his general is over here. And he only has 1 Mounted Samurai otherwise. A lot of spears, but if I can get around it, I could take on each cav unit with 1 of my own. And mine are a lot cheaper than his, and I'm not risking a general. Which, by the way, the generals are like the Mounted Samurais. They can fire at range, sustain in melee, things like that. Let's see. At this point, I'm just slowly letting Dema advance, kind of just letting him fall into my trap here. Of course, he knows these guys are here, but these guys were bait. These guys were bait to get his attention, separate his forces, and right now, he is falling for it. Of course, as we can see, unit-wise, it's actually against me. He's brought more in his favor than I have. But I'm going out on a limb here with a very unique strategy. Mounted Samurai moving up. General moving up. Hug in the water, which makes getting a flanking tactic kind of difficult. I've charged my Naginata mounted out of the woods here, literally, and starting to send them over to this army now. And now at this point, I had moved all this part of the army over here. He can't really use that part of the army. The cavalry are lagging in the rear. Getting these units now finally revealing themselves, marching out of the trees, sending them around this side with these guys coming around from the top, just to kind of try to shift his army this way, while leaving this guy inside the forest, because I want to get him around here and get the general with a flank while he's not protecting it. Starting to get archer fire on this mounted Naginata, which is something I wasn't really accounting for. Immediately start charging this guy out. Once he charges these guys around, get around the spears over here, going right for his general, but he has his mounted samurai blocking the way. These guys are now charging into the archers, and let's take a look. Look at that. Look at that fucking hit. Amazing hit on his foot samurai. Right, not archers, foot samurai. These two guys still coming in from the top over here. He has not reacted with this side of the army at all. He's just trying to handle it with this. This mounted Naginata got in close here with the mounted samurai of Dema. Got a really good charge, and it's not looking good. The other two have come down. These guys broke combat with the archers, and now we're all charging his general bodyguard, coming around here for a flank. He's just desperately running away, trying to get out of here. Let's see. Looks like he's gonna get hit, and bam! Right off the bat, before the battle even begins, General is now caught up in melee fight with two mounted Naginata already wavering, guys. Already wavering. 17 units out of 40. Still getting chased down. Let's take a look over here. I think I killed his mounted Naginata over here. Archers kind of sacrificing a mounted Naginata to try to get rid of his foot samurai. Over here, the general is routing, guys. The general is gone. The front lines haven't even clashed, and his general is gone. The mounted Naginata play actually worked. I'm making sure to chase it off field to guarantee that it does not come back. These guys casually just walking out of the way, regrouping with these guys. I'm leaving these ones behind. Sacrificed these as pawns to kind of get what kills I can on the foot samurai in the woods and keep them off the rest of my mounted Naginata. Now starting to move them out of the way. General's basically off the field now. He's coming in with a vengeance now, though, guys. He's pissed. He wants to get a good charge in. He's coming around with the rest of his army over here. And the others are moving in. He's not wasting any time. He's going right for the front. I'm shifting my front lines to kind of adjust for what he's doing. Mounted Samurai Hero actually going in. Look at these arrows. Look how far he shoots. Getting in some shots on the foot samurai. Look at this. Scoring accurate hits. That is insane. So as we can see, he's actually just charging straight in, literally wasting no time. Archers firing. I'm actually moving back my foot samurai. Again, the Naginata warrior monks here in the front line. Ooh, nice hits over here on his Naginata warrior monks. The thing about the Naginata warrior monks is warrior monks aren't the best armored. So these arrows have very good effect, especially considering how accurate foot samurai are compared to normal archers. And right here, we're both just exchanging arrow fire here. Mainly fire arrows. Foot samurai are pretty armored though, but they're very deadly, so I do want to get them out of the way. And I think he wants to get mine out of the way. Naginata warrior monks. At this point in the battle, I've actually forgotten that the warrior monks have a war cry ability, and I'm starting to suffer for it. Over here, the rest of his units are actually getting up to me. He's just sitting here for some reason, taking all this very accurate arrow fire to the face from two different units of foot samurai. Charging in these ones, my mounted Naginata have actually finally rushed back around. I don't know how these Naginata warrior monks have gotten around him, but these units are now entirely inflanked. I may have forgotten about the war cry, but look, I actually, once I saw him use it, I remembered that they work that way. These guys, of course, are war cried. They're not having the best time. I'm gearing up here for a flank. Come on, I want to see this flank go down. I don't want to... Apparently, I start prioritizing this, which is smart because I'm a lot more overwhelmed here than over here, but... yeah, I start moving this cavalry to the west then. Naginata warrior monks coming in here for a rear charge on the foot samurai, and... oh, there you go! Oh, nice. Nice charge. And look at that. Wavering, breaking, about to rout. His entire rear line of foot samurai here is now gone. Just like that. The rest of his Naginata warrior monks, and coming in to meet my front line of Naginata warrior monks, supported by one unit of foot samurai in melee. He's actually charged his mounted samurai around the rear at this point, I believe. Going for my general. Where is my general? Wait, where the hell is my general? I'm chasing a Naginata warrior monk hero after him, but I didn't catch him. Where the hell is my general? I don't know, but I got my mounted Naginata charging down to try to meet these mounted units here.
The men are fatigued, my lord.
And he's immediately just trying to run away from them, but he doesn't move fast enough. And we get a nice charge. Naginata on Cav, guys. That's amazing. And here comes the more Naginata Warrior Monks. I charged everything at this. I remember that. Because he tried to be very sneaky with that flank, and he almost reached me as well. I don't know where I put my general. Here it is. Yeah, he got like one kill with an archer, but he didn't actually catch my general. And now I'm just using my general as a fucking archer in the back at this point. Supporting my front lines, as I've now kind of got him surrounded here with a mixture of mounted Naginata and foot samurai, who, by the way, are deadly. Very deadly in melee, despite their having bows. His cav charge back here has failed. I've countered it with so many units, cavalry and not, that it's just fallen. This front line's holding a little bit. What's happening here, guys, is a lot of his units are breaking and coming back. And breaking and coming back. And that's why this has not completely fallen yet, and why he still has 2 foot samurai left. Because they keep breaking and coming back. And so the battle's getting spread out everywhere. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at how spread out this is. He's immediately going for my general. Getting a good couple kills. He got like 7 more bodyguard kills, but not the general itself. So I'm moving him away. Not letting him get the satisfaction of getting that kill in. Mounted Naginata rushing through here. Foot samurai closing into melee, trying to hold back the Naginata warrior monks. All the rest of these units trying to get in close. Warrior monks to melee. Foot samurai, I believe, to range. And since, sadly, I haven't been able to move these units west, because again, look, they just keep breaking and coming back. Breaking and coming back. General's just chilling over here, firing at will. And he's still going for them. Look, he's still firing at them, going for the general. Trying to make some kind of difference by getting the general off the field. And here we go. Archers and Naginata coming in to slaughter Dema's troops right now. Ooh. Oh, brutality, guys. Brutality. Oh, what happened to his head? Well then. Okay. Well then. Anyway. Let's see how this is going. Routing. Oh, is everything routing? Is this a mass rout? Oh, I think this is a mass rout. Yep, that's it. Mass rout. It's over. Dema's strategy was pretty interesting there. That 2-pronged attack he had going on, rushing in at the same time. Against my normal strategy, that might have had far better results, especially with the fact that he brought basically almost the same amount of cav that I did, but he brought different cav. Regardless, his strategy might have worked had I used my typical army loadout that I used in the Rise of the Samurai campaign, but with that mounted Naginata play at the beginning, I think that was really the deciding factor of the battle. But it's over, and let's take a look at the kills here, guys. Amazingly, my mounted Naginata aren't even what did best in kills. That's how you know. You cannot trust kills to see what made a battle. These foot samurai got a lot of kills. A lot of kills. Probably with their bows. Look at this. Oh, these guys, I ranked them out like crazy. Only 60 units getting 182 kills. That's insane. Mounted Naginata warrior monks, all the front line, and foot samurai getting insane amounts of kills. It's insane, but they did not carry this battle. I mean, look at this guy. 22 kills. And the rest just barely even carrying their weight. Just a little bit, right? But these mounted Naginata are what carried the battle. And then there's these guys didn't do so hot. But all in all, I think I got what I paid for out of my foot samurai, out of my mounted Naginata, and the front line did their job. The warrior monk hero, I did not get what I paid for out of, really. He didn't lose anybody, but he only got a chance to kill 10 people. But that's because I barely used him. I tried to use him to stop the cav charge, but seeing as it's only 20 men to a unit, it really wasn't enough. Let's take a look at Dema. I mean, look, Naginata warrior monks, his front line, especially with that war cry that I didn't notice in the beginning, really did his best, right? Got him his best kills. Foot samurai, I did my best to counter, so they didn't get a chance to get very many kills. And his mounted samurai, I countered on every flank, so he definitely did not get what he paid for right there. It was a ballsy move. It was a good strategy, but unfortunately for Dema, I came in prepared and did something that he expected less than what I expected from him. That's going to be it for today, guys. We got more of this stuff coming up. Before the Shogun 2 videos are over, we actually have another double set of 2v2s, and I'll save those towards the end. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.